Hello, I'm Lance Zimmerman with the CattleFax Closing Bell. Producers of feeder cattle have enjoyed an exceptionally kind market through the first quarter of 2012. However, cash and futures market fundamentals suggest cash prices could weaken considerably over the next few months. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange feeder index price reached an all-time high of $157.45 per hundredweight during the last week in February. The index price was declined roughly $5 per hundredweight since that time. As the feeder cattle cash market was establishing new highs, prices in the feeder cattle futures market led the way. The relationship between cash and futures prices is simply referred to as basis. It's the cash market price minus the futures market price for a commodity. The feeder cattle futures basis, relative to the May contract, averaged a negative $4.72 per hundredweight in January and February relative to the CME feeder index. In other words, the futures market had a $4.72 premium compared to the index price. That futures premium narrowed in March, averaging $1.87, and the cash market actually traded at a premium of $3.77 to the futures by April. The strengthening basis over the last 45 days suggests the cash market has a considerable amount of price risk in the short term. Prices in the cash and futures market are each trending lower, and the futures market suggests that cash prices are likely stronger than market fundamentals suggest. As the chart illustrated, the basis will converge to zero as we near expiration for the May contract. With May futures currently trading at a discount to the cash market, cash prices currently have more risk to the downside than futures market prices. The fed cattle market was quoted mostly $3 lower in live trade, while the dressed market declined by $8 to $10. Volume was light to moderate. The bulk of the cash market live sales occurred at $121 to $122 per hundredweight in the south and $122 to $123 in the north. Dress sales in the north were at mostly $192 to $194 per hundredweight. Demand for feedlot replacements has been weak due to declining fed cattle prices and feeding sector losses. Feeder cattle prices were quoted $4 to $10 lower on the week, and calves ranged from steady to as much as $10 lower as well. Slaughter cow prices were mostly steady for the week. Wholesale beef demand remained weak for most items, and boxed beef values were $4 to $5 lower. 50% lean trimmings continue to face significant price pressure due to the lean, finely textured beef situation, while corn prices were even to firm for old crop corn this week. Looking ahead, the fed cattle market will likely be looking for some stability next week after dropping $8 to $9 in the cash market and $12 to $14 in live cattle futures. However, fed cattle prices will continue to be lower moving forward. Fed cattle supplies will be larger, and the wholesale beef market is expected to trade at higher prices. Expect fed cattle to stabilize and trade near $120 to $121 in the south. Demand for feeder cattle will continue to weaken, with lower fed cattle prices expected going into summer and corn futures prices at the higher end of the trading range. Feeder cow prices will likely be steady to $3 lower next week. Demand for calves provided a relatively strong price for sellers over the last 30 days. However, spring and summer grazing demand appears to be weakening. Calf prices are forecasted to be mostly steady to $3 lower. Wholesale beef prices continue to struggle, but sales volumes were strong amidst the sharply lower prices offered this week. Look for prices to find some support as the market continues to sort through the lean, finely textured beef supply changes and spring demand increases. Expect boxed beef prices to improve by midweek as post-Easter demand enters the marketplace. Choice boxes are anticipated to trade between $178 and $182 per hundredweight, with select boxes trading about $2 less. The corn market stabilized after last week's USDA Prospective Planning Report. Old crop corn contracts will likely trade between $6 and $6.75 per bushel based on current market fundamentals. Expect demand to support prices near the upper end of that trading range in the near term. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit CattleFax.com to become a member and receive the latest market news and analysis.
The beef business has never been for the faint of heart. For more than 40 years, CattleFax has led the way. We're the time-proven leader in research, analysis, and information, equipped with the industry's most powerful database. Become a member at CattleFax.com.